Welcome dear viewers of the educators. We hope that you all are fine and doing well. Today, as we have promised in our previous lecture, that we will discuss in detail what is the concept of undervaluation and the overvaluation of the stock. So we are here with a new lecture, that is undervaluation of the stock, or you can say the undervaluation of assets. So when we are talking about this undervaluation, as in our previous lecture we had discussed that what basically undervaluation is. Undervaluation implies that the assets or the liabilities are shown at the lower value in the books of account than their actual value. Means their actual value, whatever their actual value is, it is with no doubt greater than their value being shown in the books. Say for example, if I take an example that I had purchased a mobile. In our previous lecture we had taken the same example that say for example I purchased a mobile worth rupees 25,000. The actual price of that particular mobile is 25,000. And just take an example that I discussed with one of my friend and asked him or her the opinion that what the price should be, कितने का होना चाहिए. I just asked their opinion. So out of some you can say something, उन्होंने कहा that the mobile is worth rupees 20,000. So now here the mobile that I am talking about has been undervalued. क्यों? क्योंकि उसकी जो एक्चुअल वैल्यू थी, हमने उससे उसकी जो वैल्यू को नापा, जो वैल्यू को समझा, वो कम नापा, जबकि उस मोबाइल की वैल्यू ज़्यादा थी जो कि लोग समझ रहे थे. जस्ट टेक अनदर एग्जाम्पल. बहुत अक्सर इज़ अ कॉमन एग्जाम्पल हम अपने चारों तरफ देखते हैं. अक्सर होता है कि हम कोई बहुत बढ़िया सी फॉर एग्जाम्पल जीन्स खरीद के लाए मार्केट से. हमने कहा ये जीन्स कितने की है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने वो जीन्स खरीदी है फॉर 1,000 रुपीज़. समटाइम्स हमारे दोस्त से जब हम पूछते हैं, मान ली फॉर एग्जांपल हमारे किसी दोस्त ने कहा भाई ये जीन्स कितने की लेके आए, तो कहेंगे तुम अंदाज़ा लगाओ. एंड वेन एवर आई एम गिविंग द अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर टू माई फ्रेंड कि वो अंदाज़ा लगाए, तो समटाइम्स वो ये कहेगा मुझको तो 2,000 की लग रही है, समटाइम्स वो कहेगा मुझको 500 रुपये की लग रही है. तो हम अभी क्योंकि अंडर वैल्यूएशन बात कर रहे हैं, तो उसने जो उसका अंदाज़ा लगाया दैट इज़ 500 रुपीज़. So the actual value of the jeans that I had purchased was 1,000 rupees, but my friend उसने उसको assume किया that my jeans is worth rupees 500. So this is basically undervaluation. So both assets as well as the liabilities can be undervalued. It can apply to both the things, liabilities as well as for the assets. Both liabilities and the assets can be undervalued. It is not a hard and fast rule that always the assets will be undervalued or always the liabilities will be undervalued. It depends on the circumstances. But you have to be clear that if the assets has been undervalued, because the thing has been undervalued, the thing that was valued more, but in the books you have written the lesser value as compared to its original value. Therefore, their value have to be increased. If you want to rectify this error, if you want to rectify yourself, then at any cost, if you want to rectify the things कि आपने गलत लिख दिया, तो आपको क्या करना है. जैसे मैंने अभी स्पेलिंग गलत की आपके सामने, तो हमने क्या किया कि हमने उसको इरेज किया और उसकी अपनी गलती को सुधारा. Similarly, if you are doing the same thing in the books of accounts, कि अगर आपने कोई चीज़ वैल्यू ज़्यादा थी और उसकी वैल्यू आपने कम नाप दी है, then you have to rectify the things, you have to rectify your errors. And whenever you are rectifying your errors, you have to increase the value. To rectify, you have to increase its value because उसकी वैल्यू कम थी. You have to increase it. And whenever you are increasing the value of the assets, that will be treated as a gain for you or the profits for you. Similarly, when you're talking about the liabilities and you are rectifying things, you are rectifying your errors that you had undervalued the liabilities, the value of the liabilities, you have to increase the value of that liability to its original value. And whenever you are increasing the liability, that will be the case for the loss for you, or it will be treated as an expense for you. It is as simple as that. ये बहुत ही आसान भाषा में बात को समझा दिया गया. Now just take an example. If you look through the board here, हम इसको अगर shift करें, so here we are with the example. हम यहाँ पे देखेंगे कि for example we are taking the value of the stock mentioned in the balance sheet. Here it is mentioned in the balance sheet. In the balance sheet, the value of the stock is suppose 50,000 rupees. If I am talking in the context of India, then it is 50,000. If I am talking elsewise, then it is $50,000. Now, there are various cases that this stock can be undervalued. The first case is case 1. Here in this case, the question says the stock has been undervalued by 10%. So whenever the stock has been undervalued by 10%, that means the original. Now in this case, you have to take an example. Let the original value of stock is 100. Undervalued by 10%, that means 10 rupees. So the value in the books, this stock has been mentioned as 90. This is a simple equation. Now let's see what is the relation of this equation with the original stock of 50,000 rupees. So when you're talking about the value of this stock, that is 50,000, so this value is counted as 90. Whenever the value of the stock is 90, the books are in the books the value of the stock is 90, and similarly in the case this value is depicted as 50,000. So what will be the value at 100? What will be the value at 100? So in the case of ratios, अगर हम ratios में बात करें तो ratio में अगर किसी चीज़ की वैल्यू 90 है, 90 है, तो उसकी ओरिजिनल वैल्यू कितनी है? बुक वैल्यू अगर 90 है तो ओरिजिनल वैल्यू कितनी है? 100. Similarly, if in the books the original value, the book original value is 50,000, then what is the original value? So we have to just cross multiplying the things, और हम जब cross multiply करेंगे then we will find. So when we will solve this equation, then we will find that the value, the original value of stock was 5, 5. There are triple fives, huh? 555.5. So for easiness, you can say that the original value of stock is 55,555. So अब हमें ये चीज़ देखने को मिली कि originally the stock was of 55,555. So how much value had been undervalued? The stock has been undervalued by, this is the original value, 55,555 minus 50,000. The stock has been here overvalued by 5,555. So according to this value mentioned in the balance sheet, we were taking the stock at a lesser value of 5,555, and now after solving this equation, we came to know that the company is gaining actually. So as according to the rule, every gain will be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. So whenever we are discussing that how we will treat this 555. Then on the revaluations account credit side, when you're talking about the revaluation account, so on the credit side of the revaluation account, because the value has been increased, so it is a gain. So by stock or by increase in the value of stock या by undervalued stock, you will mention 5,555 rupees. Similarly, पूरा प्रोसीजर यही रहेगा. If any liability has been undervalued, then you have to find out the original value of the liabilities, and you have to take the difference that with how much amount that liability has been written down at a lesser value, and that amount that you are finding the difference between the original and the new value that has been undervalued. So that will be the loss for you, and you will write on the credit side, or sorry, on the debit side of the to undervalued liability. So that will be debited if the liability, if you're talking about the undervalued liability, then the difference will be written on the debit side. Similarly, if you're talking about the undervalued assets, the amount will be written on the credit side of the revaluation account. So this is the first case that we had discussed, when this undervalued amount percentage has been given by which the assets or liabilities has been undervalued. In another case, we can see that sometimes in the case 2, on the same asset side, when you're talking about the asset side, in the case 2, sometimes percentage is not given. Rather than the percentage, the simple amount has been given, that for example, suppose stock has been undervalued by 10,000. सिंपल अमाउंट दे रखा होगा, हमें परसेंटेज गिवन नहीं होगी. तो हमें कुछ भी इसमें नहीं करना है. हमें सिंपल, हमने जैसे कि आपको बताया, ये रूल आपके सामने है, इसका स्क्रीनशॉट आप रख लीजिएगा और ये आपने नोट्स में आप इसको नोट डाउन कर लीजिएगा, दैट व्हेनेवर द लायबिलिटीज आर अंडरवैल्यूड, you have to increase. If you take a look of the whole screen, and earlier हमने आपको ये बताया कि जब भी assets कम होंगे, जब भी assets को अंडरवैल्यू किया जाएगा, तो we have to rectify, और जब हम rectify करेंगे तो assets in fact increase करेंगे. So that will be the gain, and the gain will be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. Similarly, when the liabilities will be rectified, when they were earlier being undervalued and now they are rectified, so the value of the liabilities will increase similarly, and the increase in the liability leads to the losses to the company, and that will be recorded on the debit side of the revaluation account. So this is basically undervaluation. Now, if you move towards overvaluation, in our same lecture, we will talk about overvaluation. So what is overvaluation? When you're talking about overvaluation, the same thing but in the reverse manner. We have to study everything but in the reverse manner. Actual value of any asset or liability is in fact lesser than its book value. In the books, we have written the higher value as compared to its actual value. For example, हम बहुत ही अच्छा कोई ड्रेस लेके आए, मेरे कोई दोस्त की दुकान थी, वहाँ से हम बहुत अच्छा एक ड्रेस लेके आए, एक सूट लेके आए, जिसकी एक्चुअली कीमत थी फॉर एग्जांपल 10,000 रुपीज़. लेकिन लोगों ने उसको देख के समझा कि वो बहुत महंगा वाला सूट है, या उसकी बुक्स में एंट्री की गई मोर देन इट्स एक्चुअल वैल्यू. So this is basically overvaluation. Whenever the book value has been overstated as compared to its actual value. So whatever you have to do, the same thing, you have to rectify yourself. Whenever anyone is making a mistake, then he or she has to rectify his or herself. So how do you rectify? Whenever you will rectify an asset, means you are finding its original value. जब आप उसकी ओरिजिनल वैल्यू को देखते हैं तो हमने तो लिख दी थी 12,000, जबकि असलियत में 10,000 है, तो एसेट्स विल फॉल एंड द फॉल ऑफ द एसेट विल बी कंसिडर्ड एज अ लॉस एंड दिस लॉस will be recorded on the debit side of a revaluation account. Similarly, when you are talking about the rectification of the liabilities, whenever we will rectify the liabilities, the value of the liabilities, the liability will also fall, and the fall in the liability leads to the gain to the firm, and this gain will be recorded on the credit side of the revaluation account. So this is the treatment that you will do as to the, this is the treatment basically. Treatment of the undervaluation or the overvaluation of the assets or liability. This is the treatment. Now हम वही बात फिर से अगर दोहराएं कि किस तरीके से हम अब जैसे कि हमने बात की थी, अभी हमने अंडर वैल्यूएशन किया था और हमने ये माना था कि एक स्टॉक है, हम वही एग्जांपल यहाँ पे भी लेते हैं, द स्टॉक इज the stock being mentioned in the balance sheet is of 50,000 rupees. Now let's take an example that पहला केस हम लेते हैं that stock has been overvalued by 20,000. तो सिंपल इसका मतलब क्या है कि हमने बैलेंस शीट में इस स्टॉक की वैल्यू को ज़्यादा लिख दिया है. सो इसका रेक्टिफिकेशन, इसका ट्रीटमेंट क्या है कि दैट यू विल deduct the amount of 20,000 rupees. You have to deduct the amount of 20,000 rupees. So as this stock, the value of the stock will fall by 20,000 rupees. So this is the loss for you, and this loss will be recorded as, in the case of revaluation, that will be recorded as to stock 20,000. सिमिलरली अगर यहाँ पे स्टॉक की जगह कोई लाइबिलिटी होती तो स्टॉक का कम होना तो हमारे लिए क्या है, एक एक्सपेंस है या लॉस है. बट अगर यहाँ पे कोई लाइबिलिटी होती तो उस लाइबिलिटी का गिरना हमारे लिए क्या हो जाता, गेन. तो हम उसको कहाँ लिखते, बाय ओवर वैल्यूड लाइबिलिटी, हम उसकी वैल्यू क्रेडिट में लिखते हैं. सिमिलरली जो हमने दूसरा केस लिया था, अगर हम परसेंटेज में बात करें, मैक्सिमम बच्चों को यहाँ पे परेशानी होती है ओवर वैल्यूड बाय से फॉर एग्जाम्पल 20%. तो हम यहाँ पे मानेंगे दैट द बैलेंस शीट वैल्यू और द बुक वैल्यू इज इक्वल्स टू 120. Similarly, overvalued by 20%, that means 20 is the overvalued value. And what is the actual value? Actual value is 100. So when you are going to find the original value with the help of the ratios, so in the ratio when 120 is the book value, actual value is 100. So this book value when is 120, the actual value is 100. Similarly, as according to the question, when the book value is given as 50,000 rupees. So what is the original value in the case? Then we have to cross multiply the objects, and after cross multiplying we will find 50,000 into 100 divided by 120. And after solving this equation, we will come to know that the original value of this stock was actually 41,666.6. हम उसको सिंप्लीफिकेशन के लिए 41,666 लेते हैं. So how much the value has been overvalued? We will deduct the book value of 50,000 with the original value of 41,666, and we came to know that the original value was in fact the stock was actually overvalued by 8,334 rupees. So simply हम यहाँ पे स्टॉक को कम करेंगे, और जब हम स्टॉक को कम करेंगे तो दैट विल बी द केस ऑफ लॉस. हम यहाँ पे क्या कर रहे हैं ट्रीटमेंट इसका, कि हम स्टॉक को कम कर रहे हैं, एंड स्टॉक इज एन एसेट, और जब ये कम होगा तो दैट विल बी द लॉस एंड विल बी रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द डेबिट साइड ऑफ द revaluation account as 8334. So this is how we will solve the questions, solve all the equations related to the undervaluation and overvaluation of the assets and as well as the liabilities. I hope that the concept of overvaluation and undervaluation will be clear to you, and if there are some doubts arising out of your minds, then you are free to ask us. Feel free. Please subscribe our channel if you hadn't subscribed yet, and like our videos and share to the max. Thank you. Have a